Clay Page with something, and we're going to talk about that later in the hour. But right now, it is Bill Brown in the studios, and Bill Brown is here. Bill Brown, Albica Computers. Call Albica Computers at 706-283-8833 for all your computer needs. If you're in business, you will not find a better friend than Bill Brown. Bill, Lee, Carol, Alex, the whole staff at Albica Computers.
What up, Stan?
Bill, I think I finally got some theme music for us.
Okay.
All right. Folks, those that hadn't seen Bill, because if you are like a lot of people in the country, since March of 2020, a lot of people hadn't seen each other. I mean, it's really because of a pandemic. And even though I have seen Bill pretty much throughout the year, I think almost as normal in a way, there's something that's changed about Bill over time. Now, you've shaved right here. So you have the goatee. You've had a goatee before, but you were having a full beard. Is that right?
No.
But okay, well maybe but your hair is as long as I've ever seen it right now. I have never seen would you call it a mullet? I don't know what you'd call it. It's
gee.
No, I'm not calling it a mullet.
Oh, Lord.
But so our theme song.
Okay, time to get a haircut.
Yeah, our theme song would actually be the Back to the Future music.
Well, I can't help it that I don't have any hair on the top of my head, so
yeah.
I guess it is a mullet.
We could call it Doc Elamonte, but we could call you Dr. Brown. Doc Brown. Doc
Brown.
Doc. In Tech Talk. What better than this? Ladies and gentlemen,
Back
it's
to the Future.
Tech Talk with Bill Brown from Albica Computers. That might be our theme music for now.
A year and 2 months, maybe.
Is that how long?
That's the last time I had it cut, yeah.
Wow. So when will you cut it again?
I don't know.
Okay. And this is Tech Talk. We'll see y'all next time right here.
I don't have a clue.
Well, anyways, we always
it's getting kind of unruly.
It is. Let's just get back on track.
And it's going to get hot.
Is it?
So, yes. Well, summertime.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it will be getting hot.
See, last summer it wasn't that long, so it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah, this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be a pain.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Hey, what is up in computer world? What's happening in the computer and any changes? Anything to look for?
Nada.
Anything happening?
Squat.
Nothing.
Cyber attacks.
What are you? Tell me about that. Is it possible that you could cyber attack a gas pipeline?
Well, if you read into it a little further, the problem was the billing system got hacked. Stan, I've always told you to follow the money.
Follow the money.
So they say they're pumping 100 million gallons a day or sending 100 million gallons a day through the pipeline.
Yeah.
So the problem was the billing system got hacked or cyber attacked, so they didn't know who to bill for the fluid going through the pipe.
Oh, wow.
So if you're sending 100 million gallons times...
Yes. Wow.
What, $3?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
So, follow the money, Stan.
There you go. And that's
so basically they shut it down because they didn't know who to bill.
Yeah.
So there wasn't anything wrong with the gas and diesel going through the lines. When it got to the other end, they didn't know who to send the bill to.
Well, see, it was my understanding, too, from reading several years ago, that there's reserves that are placed to keep gas going in a separate, like in a different format.
Yes.
So that was already ready to go to keep everybody going. But everybody panicked.
Oh, jeez.
And then when they panicked, more people were buying gas than are normal. So then you run out of gas quicker.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets the assumption that we're out of gas, and technically we were not. But,
worst case scenario, so the gas isn't going through the pipeline, you can bring it by truck.
Yeah.
It wasn't that the refineries were shut down.
Yeah.
It just wasn't going from point A to point B quickly.
Well, and I guess the right verbiage would have been delay in gas delivery.
Yeah.
Not shortage in gas delivery. So I didn't buy into it this week, and I saw what was happening, and I just didn't buy into the everybody go get gas type thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, I apologize to the public. I don't apologize, but I just felt like I would rather the community be informed of what was real.
If they'd have run out of gas and I couldn't get anywhere, I don't care. I stayed home.
Well, I need a break. I'd be okay if I could just go camping or fishing or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but anyways, but I enjoy what I do. So it's all
I
good.
needed some gas for the mowers and whatnot, so I just waited.
Okay, let's
know.
talk about that. So you go to and I know this. We'll get this to Tech Talk, but you go get gas for your lawnmower now. What do you feel like? Wait,
Oh yeah,
pumping-
people going to be looking at
Yeah,
you. Yeah, I know.
you got your red
I
gas
know.
tank out there, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute, is Bill hoarding gas over there?
I
Is
know,
he taking
I
it
know.
over to the barn? What's he doing with that?"
Well, I figure if I go to Dollar General and get some stuff, I'll have me another gas container
There you
when
go.
I get done, right?
Well, plastic bag.
I don't understand that. I mean, to me, that's
Just a tub. Put
holy
gas in.
smokes.
Does anybody know that certain plastic, the gas, like there's certain things that gas will just eat through?
Oh, yeah.
And so, anyways, but I guess people have found that out the hard way. Did you see the Hummer that, like, not locally, but it was somebody had put gas stuff. Hummer ended up exploding.
Well,
I mean, it's
Stupid
just-
is as stupid
yeah,
does.
I mean, you got to be careful the way you handle gasoline, especially
Well, yeah.
the bigger quantities.
think?
And yeah, I mean, so, well, I tell you what, let's talk some computer talk. So the hackers, I guess all that is over with now, the billing and what they did, follow the money.
I don't know if somebody said they paid them, somebody said they didn't pay them. Anyway, the billing system's back up.
I read where there was a ransom of like 400. And then it came down to 4 million. I don't know what they did.
We never know.
Yeah, but I think it's back going, and that's good. So, computer questions. I'm just going to go to our random computer file and pull up stuff, Bill.
Oh,
and see what
okay,
you got.
sure.
All right.
What you got?
So, all right. Here's a good one. Bill, I lost a file on my computer. Where did it go?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm not some kind of magician.
Well, I think what happens.
You know what
is,
you could probably do? You could probably get that from your backup.
Well, go to the backup and look for it. And you know what I've done before here at the station is I have lost commercial in there, and I went to the recycling bin.
Yes.
And I don't remember clearing it out, but you could back up. What Bill said would be your first thing.
Yep.
And then recycle bin, check there
Yeah,
too.
I mean, a lot of times there's stuff there that we've had quite a few customers that they can't do so and so, and you go and look, and they accidentally moved the whole folder to the recycle bin.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
know? So yeah, and you just restore it, and away you go.
And Windows 10 has a powerful feature that if you click the magnifying glass on the main toolbar, you can type what you're looking for. It'll search documents, apps, photos, and more.
Yeah, you search bar
So,
down there.
I didn't know
The
that.
same thing.
I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good little search tool. built
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
So that's the Windows 10.
It is.
And I've always mentioned backup systems, and especially if you're a business, because obviously businesses, just like the gas companies, they got to know who they're billing. You got to know inventory, what you're billing, and things like that. But Bill, why do they need to back up the computer? Like why does somebody that don't know what they need to do?
Well, crypto locker for one.
Oh, yeah,
Let's try to avoid that.
yeah. Somebody come in and put a like a thing where you can't use your computer.
Well, a lot of the folks that run QuickBooks, we tell them if they're not doing any kind of a cloud backup or something that we manage for them, we tell them to use 5 different jump drives,
Yeah,
Monday through Friday. And every day when you're done, back up your stuff to the thumb drive because they do go bad.
yeah.
Any kind of device can go bad,
That's right.
whether it's a mechanical hard drive, solid state drive, they can go bad.
Yeah,
So have multiple backups. What's the worst thing is that you can get in on a Friday and you realize your file's messed up, and you go back to Thursday and was like,
yeah,
that was the day it messed up. So your backup Thursday night would have been a bad backup.
yeah.
So then you go back to Wednesday. So the more you have, the merrier you will be.
There you go. The more and
It doesn't hurt, yeah.
that's right. And business and even home and files, pictures, things that you want to keep for home sake. But business, there's so many things. Customers, history.
Microsoft
documents.
OneDrive, I think, gives you 5 gig of cloud storage for free.
Yeah,
And it's a free setup. I mean, just go and set up a Microsoft account, and I use it.
yeah,
So I've got multiple cloud type backups. Plus, I use OneDrive once a month,
Yeah.
So I've got a little reminder that pops up the 15th of every month, which is tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I send a couple of databases that I have to there, just so it'll be in another place.
Wow.
So I've got the stuff in Microsoft. I got the stuff in some sort of cloud storage over in Europe. And,
Oh, wow.
you know,
Or wherever.
and then the regular backups we do. So, the more you have, the better off you're going to be. And I tell you what, the first time you have to rebuild something,
Yes.
which I had to do once,
Yeah.
I had to go back and recreate a month's worth of
Oh, man.
accounting.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it twice.
No. That's that.
You're
that
going
is
to
tough
prevent
stuff.
that in the future.
And another question, to avoid viruses and things like that, what is the best thing to have on your computer? Because it's changed, I think, the different virus software, antivirus software. What is it that you use now, and how would people get it?
We use a multiple approach. So the folks that don't want to spend a lot of money, we use a Avast free
Avast.
version.
Okay.
And basically you're getting what you pay for.
Yeah, it's free.
It updates maybe once a day. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And also built into Windows is a Windows security feature that's there too. So if you don't run any antivirus, there's something there.
Yeah.
And it will catch things, because it's caught stuff I needed to run.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let it run. It was legit stuff, and so I had to finagle how to figure out how to get that to run. So the Avast free is pretty good. Then Norton, I use Norton on some of my personal machines at home, paid version. And the way I do that is I wait for it to go on sale. So $20 I think I paid for it.
Yeah.
10 devices.
Oh, okay.
For 1 year.
Wow.
So was it $2 a year?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you buy that, you have up to 10 machines.
That
10,
particular version.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow,
they
that's
make a
pretty good.
five computer version and a single computer version. But I usually wait until I see the 10 user version on sale.
Yeah.
And then I buy it. Now, it could be today, tomorrow, it could be 3 months from now.
Right.
So I'm really good now. I think I just updated, and I'm good for another 11 months.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I use it at home. I got some in my office. I use some of it. Got a couple of customers that they have single machines that get on the internet. I let them use it.
Yeah.
So I think I've still got like 3 users left. So that's the cheapest way to do it, and it doesn't start. The meter doesn't start ticking until you activate it.
Right.
So I can buy it today
and then wait until
and not use it until next year.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
still
I'm
there.
good to go.
Cool.
So that's the cheapest way. And then for our commercial customers, we use Bitdefender,
Okay.
which is something that we can monitor. There's a dashboard that we can tell when a particular customer has a problem, they get a bug.
Oh, that's nice.
It detects the bug.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So that would really be good if you had sensitive
we've got
billing or something.
We've probably got 400
Wow.
machines or devices
Yeah.
that
That
are
are
being
hooked.
monitored through
Okay.
Bitdefender.
Yeah.
And then there are other antiviruses.
Bill, I didn't know that. I mean, that's pretty cool.
AVG is good for servers. There's a paid version.
So, folks, if you would like to know more about Bitdefender,
Well, Bitdefender has a free version too.
Okay. Okay.
If you want to go try it out.
Yeah.
The only thing with a lot of those is they require you to put an email address in,
Right.
and I despise
Yeah.
things that want my email
I
address.
think everything does that now. I mean,
Avast
no matter
doesn't.
what.
The
Yeah.
Avast free doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons we use it.
Yeah.
So, but we could use some of the others.
That's right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
they're
news
pretty
we can
good,
use, Also, and this is my last question that I have, but there's so many places now to put your passwords because apparently these last few years, you may come up with a password and you like it, you keep it, you start using it for banking and
Right.
everything. Well, then it comes up, hey, you got to change it.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you got to add letters, numbers, lowercase.
Special character.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then special character. And then before you know it, you got so many passwords, you can't remember what you're doing. So that brings me to this. Is it safe? There's so many different sites and apps and things to go list all your passwords. Yep. But is that safe to do, or can somebody...
I don't do it, but I have a lot of people who are in business
Yeah.
that do use those, and I think they're okay.
Okay.
Depends on which ones you use. Now, the Norton that I use for the antivirus
Yes.
comes with a password manager.
Okay.
It comes with free LifeLock
Yeah.
for a year. I mean, all that stuff for $20 for 10 devices.
Oh wow.
You know, so,
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
but if you do it online, so now you buy the stuff, you install it, and your year rolls around. It's time to renew. So they're going to bug you for 30 days until it's time to renew. You know, time to renew, time to renew.
yeah.
You renew online, you're going to pay out the wazoo.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
most expensive way to buy antivirus is to renew what you already got online. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to put a little effort in if you want to save some money. But
Right. The well, yeah. There's so many things. There's even a thing called Password Watchdog. I mean, I don't know if that's anything. And then you hate to do something like that. But you know, when you have so much personal stuff, banking, and just I don't know, just anything
Yeah.
out there. And I think I have like between Netflix and just all the online stuff, I think I have like 80 passwords.
you
now.
know, there's some password managers that also come with a little token. It's a little USB drive.
Yeah.
So unless it detects that USB drive
Right.
in your machine, you can't get into that account.
Yeah.
So that's another level of security. So you've got this USB.
Yeah.
So the hackers are not going to have the USB.
Yeah.
And of course, you don't leave it plugged into your machine all the time. But whenever you want to get in to do something, you plug this little device in.
Yeah.
Away you go.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
It,
I think the two-form factor authentication
yeah.
is probably something a lot of folks should use. And I use that on brokerage accounts, bank accounts. So basically, when
It
you
kind
log-
of gives a higher level or
well,
set
yeah,
another step.
when you log into your account, it says, okay, now I'm going to send you the code,
yeah.
and it comes to your phone,
That's right.
and then you put in the code, and away you go. Now, nobody else is going to have the code.
Yeah.
So one of the best things you can do is turn on what they call it, 2FA,
Okay.
on your most important accounts.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Well,
so-
see, I think colleges do that now. I know
Do they?
Drew, like anytime we do any kind of financial aid or whatever, we have to go through the authentication.
yeah.
And so, and I think that's good. I mean, you know, because you're putting a lot of financial information out there, you know, and
Yeah, when I
personal stuff.
when I pay sales tax,
Yeah.
go to the government website.
Yeah.
So the first time I go from my computer, it wants the code. It has to send me a code, put it in, and it says, do you want to trust this machine? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't have to do it again. I've
Right.
done it one time. But if I go to log in on another machine,
Yeah.
it says, okay, I'm going to send you a code. You
Yeah.
know, so.
I want to make sure you're who you are and
those,
authenticate.
yeah, those 2FA things are going to be pretty good.
Bill, I said I had I got one more question.
Oh, so you lied.
Yeah, I like food, and so food is something that I enjoy, and baked goods, things like that. But cookies? What are cookies when we're talking computer?
Chocolate chip
Oh, see, that's my talk. That's
or macadamia. Was it
no, I love macadamia
Oh,
nuts.
man, those are-
yeah, that was when Don Layman and them had Papa's Pizza. They used to have macadamia nut, and if
Those
they're still
big-
there, I hadn't
those
seen
white
them.
cookies?
Yes,
Yeah, oh,
I'd go
man.
over and get me 2 or 3 a day. This figure didn't just happen. I had to work on it, brother, and I loved it, and love those cookies. But in computer world, we're not talking about the baked goods. Internet cookies are completely different. But what are cookies, and what do we use them for in computers?
Well, we don't necessarily use them, but the people who
The websites.
they just that's annoying.
Yeah.
So now you go to a website, it puts
That's how they know everything about
it
us.
puts a little warning up there that says, we use cookies. Are you going to allow it?
Yeah.
So basically, when you're doing Facebook
Yeah.
and you've been out shopping for shoes on Amazon or just doing something. So now the little ads on Facebook are going to pop up shoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or something. And I have yet to figure out, because my wife at home can be looking for rugs.
Yeah.
And then on my Facebook account,
Is it popping up?
pop up rugs.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a little bit much,
It's crazy now. Well, that's cookies.
But
and
basically, it's
searching.
tracking what you're doing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. So I had the other night we had Stouffer's lasagna It's frozen. It's delicious.
Right.
Take it out of the freezer. I mean, we'll put it in the oven 2 hours, whatever. So didn't think nothing of it. Go sit down. Got Facebook out. Stouffer's ads are all over my thing.
Yeah.
How in the world do they know?
Cookies, man.
Yeah, I just
that's
was
simple.
But I didn't look it up. I didn't. I said, how did it
You know,
do
in a lot of
this?
websites, if you go and you don't tell them that to allow cookies,
Yeah,
they don't let you in.
yeah.
You know.
Well, see, and John and I a while back went to Anderson, and I remember we were at a couple of car dealerships, and I got home, and I had card ads.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
how did this happen? A friend of mine, I noticed, went and got guitar strings, and he got home, and his ads were about the brand of strings he
Oh,
picked
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And so he, and he's like, he didn't type anything on his phone.
It's the marketing people.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
that's
just so there's.
they want to know what you're doing
Yeah.
so that you can go and. Now, I was setting up a machine for somebody the other day, and of course, when you're installing Windows for the first time, or you turn it on and brand new machine, it goes through the setup process. You know, it wants a username but it gets to this one screen where it's got all these little slide bars where it can check location and yada yada yada. Well, one of the things was ads.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to turn that off. So I turned it off, and it said, turning this off is not going to stop the ads.
Yeah.
It's just going to make them not specific to you. And I thought, you don't want to know what I said.
Oh, look.
I mean, they're not going to, the marketing people and the folks that want to track you,
Yeah.
you're not going to stop them.
That's right.
You know, I mean, Google's probably one of the worst, and that's what I use.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people that don't want to be tracked or people to know what they're doing, I think they use it's called DuckDuckGo. Does that make? I hope I got it right.
That's probably so.
A browser.
Yeah.
It's DuckDuckGo.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they don't track where you've been, what you're doing. It's not
Yeah.
like Google.
Yeah.
They really track you.
That's right. And got a listener that says, "Let me guess, Stan, you have an Apple iPhone and an Alexa at home." And I will say, "You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
That is correct. I do have the Apple iPhone and I do have the Alexa.
I do have an Alexa.
And,
I like
yes,
it. Yeah, I enjoy it.
But Alexa's nice because
Yeah.
in music, questions, anything that you have, you can just simply let them know what you want or ask, but yet they have all the information.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I mean,
And we want to say hey to Nan Snell that just came in from Hicks Funeral Home. Hey, Nan. And Hicks Funeral Home always great folks. They brought in the weekly thing. Let's
yeah, I
see.
mean, Alexa's doing marketing too. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
I was asking what the weather was going to be the other day.
Yes.
And that's real convenient. You
Yeah.
know, Alexa, what's the
Yeah. What's the weather?
And so at the end, she told me the weather, and then she says, "Oh, by the way, it may be time to reorder. Blah 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 blah. If you want to reorder it, just say yes." I mean,
Yeah.
they're pushing marketing.
They are. They want you to get on that.
Sales.
They want you to get on that renewable, like that auto shipping type thing, for ink and pens
yeah.
or whatever. And I'm like,
Wouldn't you if you were selling something?
I guess so, but I keep saying no.
Don't you want people to automatically renew their guitar strings?
Well, yes, they should do that.
See,
See,
there you go, right?
Well, I ordered some kind of hard.
Strings and picks, and just
Yeah.
once a month you're going to send them some, right?
I ordered some kind of hard to find little battery on Amazon, and now it wants me to reorder that battery
Yeah.
all the time. It's like I was like, I only need it once every 5 years.
That's right.
And so, but anyway.
One question I got the other day that was pretty good. Somebody asked me about transferring data,
Yeah.
and they said they wanted to do. What they asked me is it faster to be transferring it to a USB device or across the network
Yeah.
to a storage device?
Right.
And I thought, well, that's a good
good
question.
question.
I'm gonna look this up because I didn't know the specific. I knew what the answer was, but I didn't know the specifics.
I would think USB, but I bet it's going the
Depending on
direct
which
line.
USB.
Oh,
that's the thing.
because there's 2.3.
So the
there's
older machines, most of those only have USB 2.0.
2.0. Right.
And the newer ones come with 2.0 and 3.0.
Yeah.
So the difference between those two, USB 2.0 transfers at 480 megabits a second.
Right.
3.0 is 4,800
Yeah.
megabits per second.
Wow.
Big difference. And I knew that because we have some backups that we were doing on a server one time, and it was 2.0, and it was just taking forever. And I thought, maybe we'll slap a 3.0 card in here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, the 3-hour backup went down to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's the difference in the 2.0 and the 3.0. And then they have a 3.1 now.
Yeah.
It's even faster. But
Wow.
across the network, if you have a gigabit connection, which most machines do today,
Yeah.
that's 1,000 megabits
Yeah.
per second. So it's faster than 2.0, but substantially slower than 3.0.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
there you go. Fun fact that no one tells.
And I know this cameras, like a camera, I was working with a customer, a sound customer, and they had a camera that wouldn't work correctly on the 2.0, but on the 3.0,
Yes.
and it was because you can move
Yep.
it around
Yep.
and and all that. So
it needed the speed.
it needed that
Yes.
3.0
Yes.
jack.
That's right.
So so that makes a huge
Yeah,
difference.
we were doing something in one of the courtrooms, and it was a camera where
That was the customer I was talking about.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
that's the one.
That-
so I was
oh,
doing
okay,
sound.
that's
yeah.
right, that's right.
I was doing sound, and I was
Yep.
over there, and I said, "Well, you know who knows how to do that? Bill Brown." That's what they said. Well, Bill's building us a computer.
I believe,
or something.
I believe we actually worked on that project together.
Yeah, and they said, "Well, Bill's building us a
Yes.
computer."
Yep.
So but yeah, it's neat to see how things work better with when it's
That's
the
right.
correct
That's
hookup.
right.
So. Well, Bill, I can't believe this. I think we're out of. I mean, it's
Are
already
we?
9:30. Yeah,
Jibber jabber.
Yeah, a lot of questions today.
Yeah.
So, and Madison had a question, but we'll have to wait and get that
Why?
in on next time, huh?
Why?
Well, just because we're out of time.
No, we're not. We'll stay here all day.
Oh,
I had no questions.
You had no
see,
questions?
Okay, all right, we're good.
that's the way to get out of it. Then
All right then.
she didn't have a question. I was just going to act like we were out of time and we didn't have time to get to her question.
Oh, shucks.
Well, Madison was like, "Hey, how's the weather? Is it scattered clouds? And what are these clouds in the computer world? And where are they? Where are these clouds?"
Clouds?
Yes.
Clouds.
If you send your pictures to the cloud,
Oh.
where is that cloud?
I've always wondered that.
I mean, where are we sending it to?
It's just kind of hanging there.
Bill?
Above our heads.
Last question.
Well,
that is seriously the last question.
I just think about it as they're just floating around in the air. And then
Yeah.
when we want it, it just...
And then
Straight
you want
to
it.
our
And you
phone.
it's true. It works like
Yeah,
that.
they're
And-
in huge data centers,
yeah.
Yeah.
big time.
Los Angeles? Or, I mean, not
Google,
Nevada?
Google a Google data center.
Yeah.
And you're going to see they'll have some YouTubes with tours,
Yeah.
and how massive these facilities are. Yeah, that's where your data's sitting.
I'm fixing to look at
If you're
that.
going to infiltrate something,
Google
that would very...
Center.
that would not
I'm gonna-
No, that
be
would be
good
bad.
to do.
Oh, me. My luck.
Yeah,
If
Amazon.
it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
Amazon, of course, has their cloud stuff.
Yeah.
Google has their cloud stuff. Microsoft has
Oh, my
Azure.
goodness.
Um,
I'm
all the-
learning. This is a learning experience.
All the
for me.
big players have huge data centers.
Did not know what. I mean, this is. You know how in the old days, like a computer would take up a room.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a huge warehouse with nothing but hallways of
Oh, yeah.
data.
Computers.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I would
big time.
imagine it being.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. When the computer was first being...
Yeah.
What was it called? The
The Tandy?
No.
No, what was the first computer called?
Oh, not the IBM. Oh, you're talking about the
was like a
the
Megatron
64.
or something.
No, it was
You're not
called
talking Commodore 64 or before that?
Golly, I can't even think about it.
This is
We
amazing.
learned about this. But
You better remember,
Anyways.
they're not going to let you graduate.
Yep.
yep, I'm gonna
2
look it
weeks.
up.
2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to remember.
I-
So what I just did was Google Data Center. Then I clicked images, and just hundreds of
Yeah.
images come up
Oh, yeah.
and are blowing me away. I mean, that is just amazing, and I never even
And
dreamed.
they're adding more and more.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
the backups that we do, the folks that do the cloud backups through us.
Yeah.
Right now, they're being sent to Frankfurt, Germany.
Oh
And
my
that's,
goodness.
That's where one of the data centers is.
Wow.
And they just recently opened up one in the United States, and I think it's in Washington State, maybe.
Wow.
Or Idaho or someplace out. It's out west somewhere.
Wow.
But that's just they're huge.
Yeah.
Oh, it says the ENIAC, the
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it starts with an E.
That's it.
It
So was
says-
that the first computer?
It was like
Yeah.
the first one that filled the room. It was
Yeah.
filled a 20 by 40
Huge.
foot room,
Okay.
weighed 30 tons,
Yep.
and used more than 18,000 vacuum tubes.
Yep.
Oh
Um,
gosh!
Yeah, I remember learning about this. That's why I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Like this was just one computer to
Yep.
process something.
What
like,
year was that?
to track data.
60s?
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then now, see, you got the Bitcoin miners.
Yeah.
I mean, they're people that make this their
Their
business.
job. Yeah.
Stan, the biggest Bitcoin miner is in one of the colder climates.
Yeah.
You know, like Iceland or
Yeah.
Finland or someplace like that. And they've got a tour of that. You can do it look it up on YouTube also. But their utility bill every month
Wow.
is $1 million.
Good gracious.
So you can imagine how much Bitcoin they have to mine.
to get.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
Bitcoin was what, $55,000 now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Wow.
fluctuates.
Wow.
You know, so
Wow. This has been amazing. So just this Google data centers, and then you can look up where they are, I guess, from there. Which
I
is
tell you
too
what,
much
the
information.
level
It's too
of-
much information, but
the level of security
yeah.
to get into those places,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gonna pass.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's pretty. It's
Man,
pretty tight.
I was reading an article about Bitcoin mining, and just the way they describe it is like crazy.
I've got a miner that we're setting up now, and the problem with it is I can't get a video card because Bitcoin mining relies on the GPUs of video cards to do the mathematical computations.
Yep.
And everybody's, because Bitcoin went to $55,000, everybody's starting to mine Bitcoin, and they've bought up all the video cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said it is performed using very sophisticated computers that
Yep.
solve extremely complex
Yep.
computational math problems.
But I've got everything set up, ready to go, and the software sees the video card that I have in there, which is one I just grabbed off the shelf, and it says, "Sorry, Charlie, this video card ain't
Dang.
going to work, and you're going to come back later when you got the right video card."
Dang.
But this particular motherboard that does Bitcoin mining has enough slots to put 19 video cards on one motherboard.
Wow.
So that's why these things use so much
Drawing.
power.
They're drawing that
Well, yeah.
energy.
Every
Yeah.
video card's using electricity, so you have to have separate power supplies for these things.
just to operate
They
it.
run 24/7.
And people are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
That
They can.
or
You
that do
can.
that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Like I like doing stocks, but I'm not a Bitcoin guy, so I wouldn't know what.
The
like,
way this article like describes it as is kind of like it says California gold prospectors in 1849. It's kind of like
they're comparing
Yeah.
they're
the
comparing
gold
like
to the technological.
because like if you're able to mine this yourself, why not do it?
yeah,
Like the California gold rush.
yeah.
Why if I can't mine this gold and have it myself, why not do it?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
And we had this whole conversation over our Sunday lunch. My family.
Are
we're
you serious?
We're very like.
Well, we should have brought old Jimmy Webb up in here.
we're,
and,
I mean, he wasn't.
yeah.
He wasn't. It was mostly like our cousins
oh, okay.
and
The
their
other
husbands.
family. Yeah.
But we all talked about it. We even got Grandma in the conversation.
Wow. And see, I'd still be over there going like, y'all know that IBM is a good stock. I'm just kidding. I don't have IBM.
Yeah,
by
we-
the
Well,
way.
there are a lot of flavors of cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Ethereum, this doggy coin,
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin, is that
Doge.
what they call it?
Yeah.
Dogecoin.
What's happening to that now? Did it drop?
It
Dogecoin?
dropped after he made a public appearance about it.
Oh, he shouldn't have done that
It
then.
was-
They said during the show it was going up and down. Up.
Yeah, they
The
said it
Saturday
was,
Night Live
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
yeah, it was
Saturday-
Saturday
that's
Night
right.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going up, but
Yeah.
then after he like made it public, it just went down.
Wow.
And what's crazy is that the Dogecoin is completely like the face of it is off of a meme. You
Yeah,
know,
is
what,
it-
you know what a
yeah.
meme is.
Is it a
Yeah.
joke?
It's like it's
I mean,
like it's
satire.
satire almost.
Satire. And somehow
And that's what Saturday Night Live. That's what they like
it
harped on.
yeah, and it went up, but until Saturday night, it was like strong going this way, and I don't know where it's at today. I on TD
Sometimes-
Ameritrade, I don't see it. So I don't know where people
Yeah.
trade it at, but I didn't see it.
Stick to IBM, Stan.
Yeah.
Yep, you stay there.
Be safe.
I have a friend that has an IBM, but I actually don't have IBM. So I got Apple. I got
Oh, okay.
other stuff. But anyways, well, that's news we can use. I know we went way
Yeah, that's fine.
with Bitcoin and everything you need to
So
know.
you say somebody's having a concert this weekend?
Yes, Clay Page, and we may try to call him shortly. So we may try to
Call
get him in here for the end of the hour and see if we can. Let me text him right quick to see anything else we need to talk about. James Hall's talking about a Third Day song that has your name in it. Let me see what that is.
My name?
Yeah, it's your name. We may be out of time to.
We are.
Yeah, we are out of time.
We are.
Third Day actually has a song called Bill Brown. What
Wow.
about that? Yeah. And so
To look that one up.
and tomatoes, somebody's looking for tomatoes, and that will be Jim.
Is that a song
Uh,
or real tomatoes?
they're really looking for him.
Oh.
Yeah. Jim Quarter.
You never know nowadays.
In about 10 days. That's right. You never know. You never know. Well, I tell you what, folks. I don't want to promise it, but we're gonna try. We want to thank Bill Brown first of all for coming on, and I thought today was great. We went a little bit late,
That's
and
good.
but we talked about a lot of stuff, and we may even get back to Bitcoin to explain that next time a little bit better. I don't know, because I think a few folks didn't have any idea what we were talking about.
Yeah.
If you want to read up on something, read up on that.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Because that
Bitcoin.
that could make you some money in the future.
There you go, Bitcoin.
Yep.
We may bring that back up next time, as well as your computer questions. You can always send them to me at stan@wsgcradio.com. And no techno babble here. It's all just
That's right.
plain English with Bill
That's
Brown.
right.
If you need Albaca computers for your business or your personal computers, give him a call at 706-283-8833, and they will get you fixed up and ready to go. All right, we're going to take a short break. We're going to play a little Clay Page. What about a little something from Clay Page? And I'm going to see if I can get him where we can talk about tomorrow night's concert. Again, that all coming up right after